start off on the agenda with the review and approval of the October 2nd meeting minutes. Since I wasn't here, I'll look for a motion or comments on the meeting notes.
I'll move that we approve the minutes as submitted.
Second?
Go second. Okay. Are there any comments about the minutes from the public? Okay. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Thank you. Minutes passed. All right. First item on the agenda, 945 Forest Avenue, Adam Cobb fence.
I'm Adam's wife, Meg.
Hi, would you like to step up and introduce yourself? Meg Cobb? Okay.
Hi, I am Meg Cobb. I live at 945 Forest Avenue. We've been here for about 3.5 years, and I'm here to discuss a privacy fence today.
Okay, we've all reviewed your plans. It looks like just replacing a rotten fence with a new, nice privacy fence.
Yes,
in the
and
same location.
trying to hide a bit of our neighbor's yard and actually protect ourselves from their animals in the back. She has the Kellys have the animal wildlife protection, the wildlife rehabilitation going on in the backyards where there's foxes, raccoons, squirrels any given day. I've got 5 little ones running around, so
Okay.
need a little bit higher of a barrier.
Can understand that.
You have
Sure.
your own wildlife, you don't need more.
Indeed.
It's a very pretty fence.
Thank you.
And is the intent to paint it?
We will paint it white, yes.
Okay,
And it
good.
is intended to be wood.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I move approval.
And the finished side has to be to the outside, not toward you. In other words.
Well, technically, correct me if I'm wrong here, or just tell me what to do, because it is the Kelly's fence that came down. There is a fence that surrounds their yard, and this is just a portion of it. We got together and said, let's get a higher one up. So is it our fence or is it theirs at this point?
That's a good question, but what I mean is that where the supports are,
Right.
that's the side that would normally go towards the person that's submitting the application, but
Correct. Yep.
but I don't know the answer to that.
Well, as long as you're in agreement with your neighbor.
I would err on the side of, I guess,
Naturally.
neighborliness.
I
And-
guess you guys just have to decide
We'll
which
figure it-
side
okay.
should get
Yeah.
the finished side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And
All right,
we
is
have a
it-
motion.
Because in the future, the side that has the supports like that is gonna be considered the side person who put it up,
Right. Right.
right?
Yes.
So if that's the way it is now, I just put it up the way it is.
Okay.
And do
Okay.
you know if the current fence, whatever is left of it, is it on the property line?
I don't know that we have measured
Just
to the
curious.
stakes, but it was pretty well divided as far as I could see. There's a stake in the front yard that seems to be, or not, I guess it's in their front yard, our side yard, that seems to be right about there. The fence does not extend all the way to that portion,
Just
and
curious.
it will not,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
it's pretty darn close, yep.
Okay.
Right. We have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Any comments from the audience? All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Does she need a permit?
Yes.
Construction permit at the
We'll
office?
give you a call this week
Okay.
when it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do I need to stick
Thanks,
around?
Meg.
No, you're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's pretty fascinating, though. You might want to.
Thank you.
If she was smart, she's gonna walk home very slowly.
So, David, on the new form,
Yeah.
all the signatures are just all on the front page?
Yes,
That's it?
your signature, you're all set then.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Let's see, the second item, the Village of Glendale exterior door.
Who's
I'm gonna represent the application, and I'm not gonna walk over to the podium, I'm sorry, but this just seems neater this way. The village owns, and through the Glendale Community Improvement Corporation, has agreed to rent the building at 38 Village Square, which formerly housed CF Bank, to a wealth management firm. They're beginning the interior renovation process, and part of their negotiations was to obtain permission to install a exit door on the southern elevation. So for reference, that is the area where the Scout House door and the village office side door are. There's a small alcove with a little planted bed area there. They're going to install the door on that south elevation. The plans indicate there's an office that that door will service. It, by building code, because of the property line locations, it has to be at least a 45-minute fire door, and the contractor has applied for a flush steel door, very similar, identical rather, to what exists currently on the village office. So this would face opposite of that village office door.
That may even be a 2-hour door.
And look, yeah, conversations with our building inspectors, they're gonna take a look at the plans and discuss the property lines, but at least a 45-minute door.
I'm saying that door
Oh, yes.
may be a 2-hour, even though only a 45 is
Mm-hmm.
required, that may be a 2-hour door.
Yeah. So we'll handle on the visual side, it will be a flush steel door.
Okay. Any questions, comments? Donnie? Okay. Do I hear a
I'll
motion?
move to approve as submitted.
Do I hear a second?
Oh, I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's see, the third item on the agenda for our chairman's Brunstein's front stair hand railing. Understand, Rod?
I'm Rod Sidley. I'm here for Mr. Bridenstine. We are want to put handrails on his front steps. Evidently, it's never had handrails on the front steps. We do have a picture of the house as it existed in the past, if anybody wants to look at it.
I know it hasn't.
You know, normally in a situation like this, I would look at the handrails on the porch and say, let me copy those pretty much exactly, but I don't know if you've taken a good look at those. Those aren't really appropriate for the house, and they weren't original to the house in terms of the height, the spacing, and the baluster size, and pretty much everything else you would look at about it. So we're gonna do something that kind of emulates that look, but uses, first of all, makes it as safe, meets the code for drop off and things like that. So, not very elaborate. Excuse the hand-drawn drawing, but I don't have a staff anymore.
That doesn't look like 4-inch spacing.
Yeah,
Not to scale, right?
yeah.
Okay. Good thing you expected. All right.
Yeah, so it'll be painted to match the.
Yeah, we'll paint it
steps.
to match the white on the handrails that are there.
Okay,
And the steps have just been replaced and the
Yeah,
stringers
there was
and
a
all that
concrete
stuff.
stair there
Yeah.
with wood nailed to it. That was all crumbling and everything, so we just redid that with hopefully materials that'll last
It
a
looks
little bit
good.
longer than that.
I move approval.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion, further discussion, comments from the audience? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
All right, let's see, the next item on the agenda, 375 East Sharon, John Smith, deck. Is anybody here to represent that application? You can sit there if it's more comfortable for you.
We have lots of time, we ought to give them a tough time.
We haven't even been doing this 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. We we want to, well, we started out to want to refinish the deck, and then, so while we were at it, we wanted to get a little more room and take it out another 8 feet.
Mhm.
So basically, double the size of it.
Sure.
And just for everybody, he's coming out toward the back of the house, not further to the side. And when we originally did this, it does extend a little beyond the corner because in the front of their house, they have a brick wall that extends out. I don't know if anybody was here when we did
Oh,
that, so
yeah.
we approved that. So he's not adding to that, just going out back, so. And his neighbor is okay with it. Which is
Who would that be?
which is me,
Yeah, very nice
Well,
neighbor.
so you know.
In that case.
I can't say enough
move
about it.
approval.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck. Let's see.
10 minutes.
All right, let's see, we've done that. Do we have any, public addressing the commission this evening? Okay, the next, any other business? Anyone?
Mr. Acting Chairman, I just need to feel something needs to be said here, there may be some people who aren't aware of this, but over the weekend, our chairman's, wife, Melissa, Missy, passed away, suddenly, with some medical condition that I'm not sure we know any details on it yet, and I wouldn't give them anyway. But it is appropriate that we all acknowledge this and are aware of it, so Tom may not be as available for a while as he would like to be, but my gosh, he's jumped right in and got emails out letting people know that, and letting Tom know he was gonna be having this responsibility today, and he's talked with a number of people in the village. So I wonder if we could just take a brief moment of silence in memory of Melissa Bridenstine. May she rest in peace.
Okay.
With that, I guess my next responsibility is to move we adjourn.
Do I hear a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you, Mayor.